Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make easy chocolate peanut butter bars. This recipe is totally indulgent. It's the kind of thing you make late at night when you're having a chocolate peanut butter craving. It's like making your own candy bar, and it is so good. There's no redeeming qualities. This is all about pure indulgence. We're gonna start with 1 bag of chocolate chips. I'm just gonna pour them into a microwave safe bowl. Now, one of these bags of chocolate chips is about 2 cups, and I'm using semi-sweet chocolate chips. Next, we're gonna take this and microwave it until it melts. To microwave chocolate, simply microwave on high for 15 seconds at a time and stir it with a rubber spatula in between microwaving times. All right, this took me about 1 minute and 45 seconds in the microwave, so about 7 15-second intervals there. Next, you'll need a 9x9 or 8x8 square baking pan. Now, I like to use a non-stick one that's nice and clean with no scratches on the bottom so that the chocolate doesn't stick. If you have scratches on the bottom of your pan, which is super common, no judgment here, you may want to line the pan with a little bit of parchment or wax paper. Same thing if you're using a glass dish. Just line the bottom just to make it easier to get this out once it's all set up. We're going to take that melted chocolate and pour it directly into the bottom of our pan. I want to scrape all the sides and get all that chocolate goodness out of the bowl. And then I'm going to spread it out in the bottom of the pan, you can see. You want to spread the chocolate into the corners and sides of the pan and make sure it's spread into a nice, somewhat even layer. Then we're going to take this and pop it in the freezer for about 5 minutes, just until the chocolate hardens. In the meantime, we're going to put together our delicious peanut butter filling layer, which is just so good I could eat it plain. You need about 1.5 cups of peanut butter in a mixing bowl, and I totally just eyeball it. I figure as long as I'm close, that's good enough. But you can also measure it if you're that kind of person. And 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and you just mix this together with a hand mixer. This part tastes like the filling from a Reese's peanut butter cup, so it's ridiculously tasty. Next, we're going to spread this over our hardened chocolate layer. You just want to make sure your chocolate layer is completely hard before you try and spread it. Otherwise, you'll kind of make a little bit of a mess of your little delicious chocolate peanut butter bars. So once again, just spread this into the corners, to the sides, and create a nice, delicious, tasty peanut butter layer. Set that aside, try not to lick your fingers. And the next layer is just more chocolate. So I'm going to take another bag of chocolate chips, pour them into my bowl, and I'm going to melt these in the microwave the exact same way. Pour that melted chocolate right over the top of the peanut butter layer. Once again, scrape the sides, get all of that chocolate, and then spread it around the edges and corners to cover that peanut butter layer. Then pop this into the freezer for another 5 to 10 minutes. You just want it in there long enough for the chocolate to harden. When it's done, you should be able to turn it over and give it a whack, and it'll come out in one piece. Cut it into squares and go ahead and enjoy. You can store this on the countertop, but if your house is on the warm side, you might want to consider storing them in the fridge and then just popping them out and letting them sit on the countertop for like 20 minutes before you enjoy them. But then that's hard because you have to wait 20 minutes before you can eat your fillings. And let's face it, this recipe is the perfect indulgent recipe to go ahead and eat your fillings. No judgment here, I do it all the time. Thanks for watching. You can find the full written recipe in the video description. Be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of my channel, where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. See you later.